Hello, YouTube. I'm Vince White. I'm an employment attorney. I apparently have been forgetting to tell you to like and subscribe. It helps us to help more people just like you, and I have been corrected for my failing. We have a question here we're answering publicly posted questions from YouTube users, and we have a question here from YouTube user Taylor Peretti. Taylor asked us, do people who sexually harass workers usually have a history of doing this, or is this usually a once in a blue moon incident for someone like this? You made a video about a female boss who had over 20 years experience who rubbed a male worker's back, put both her hands around his neck for a mistake, and asked him to dance in the workplace, among other things mentioned in the video. Okay, so the reality of the situation is we don't know. And here's why we don't know. We don't have the data because somewhere between 96 and 98% of victims of sexual harassment don't report, as far as we can tell. That's the data we have. The old wisdom was that about 2% of victims of sexual harassment report, which gives the lie to all the people who are like, oh, women are just making up claims and this and that. No, nobody's doing that. Has that happened? Yes. Is that incredibly rare? Also, yes. Most people would not want to have this fight. This is a difficult and arduous process, and most victims of sexual harassment don't want to have to go down it. And that's why so much sexual harassment, just people get away with it. Now, that lack of reporting means that we don't know the nature or the patterns, the behaviors of the average sexual harasser, right? Do I think they probably do it regularly? I don't know. I think it might be based on individuals. I think it's a crime of opportunity, right? If someone feels there's a power differential, if someone feels they can get away with it, if someone's just really attractive to someone else in the workplace, it certainly raises the chances of that happening. And other things, I think the average sexual harasser has low social skills, on the lower end. Or they view themselves as having lower status, or they're trying to utilize the power differential in their workplace to gain sexual gratification, flirtation, affirmation that they might not be able to get with the gen pop where there's not a power differential, right? So I think some of those people probably do it all the time. They need their little hit of dopamine from like making someone flirt with them or, something like that. But I think there's probably just other people who live an entire life clean in the workplace and then meet one person at a weird time in their life and like they make a move they shouldn't make. And those things are horrible and they shouldn't do those things. But they're probably different than the person who every week pick someone to sexually harass, right? I suspect there's a spectrum. I don't know what the breakdown is across the spectrum. And again, we just don't have the data. So my answer is anecdotal at best and rank opinion at worst. Taylor Peretti, I hope this was helpful. If it was, like and subscribe. But if I'm being honest, I don't think it was helpful because I kind of just told you, I don't know. Sorry.